All right, here we go. Next example. Now, as you can see, this one is a little bit different because in my mind, this graph is not continuous. I can't draw this part of my graph and then this part without picking up my pencil. So anytime this is the case, what we're going to do is we're going to list it in terms of its two different values. So if you're talking about your domain, we'll talk about this one first, the bottom graph. So what we're going to do is we're going to say the minimum domain value, how far left it goes, will be negative infinity. And we know that because of the arrow. And then it's going to go all the way to -3. Well, -3 is included in our set, and we'll say union. And in this graph, I'm going to say the minimum x value will be -3. This time put it in parentheses to positive infinity. So if you look at those, what actually is going to occur is that all of our x values are listed. So therefore, even though this is a non-continuous function, all the x's are going to be found in our domains. Therefore, our domain is going to be from negative infinity to positive infinity. Now, if for some reason these two didn't overlap, and let's say this graph started over here, then you would need to put both of these intervals. But because they actually are connected from negative infinity to -3, well, -3 is included, and then from -3 to positive infinity, that's going to be all real numbers. Our range, though, will be a little bit different. So again, we'll start with this part of our graph. So the range, again, this is going to continue to go down. So we'll be from negative infinity until we get to this y value, which is -2. This is going to be included in our set, where this will not. And then what we're going to do is we're going to list the other interval. Here, our minimum y value is +3. So we'll say 3. This time it's not included to positive infinity. It's going to keep going up and up and up. Now these are not connected, as you can see in your range, so therefore we'll put a union to realize that our range is going to be made up of this interval and this interval. So there are a couple examples of how to determine domain and range from a graph.